Good morning, John Cook, Utility Service Agency. Multiple of you customers have asked me to come out and give a product demonstration of the utility pole repair kits from Polywater. Unfortunately, the COVID-19 has shut down our access to you. So instead of me going and giving you the demonstration I do in your office right there, we're going to come you can come to our office and take a peek at what we do anyway. So I'm going to do this from a perspective of if I was a lineman and I just got this kit in the mail to me right here, and I'm going out, you tasked me to go fix a woodpecker pole out there. So bust open your knife, come right in here and see what you get when you open it up. First thing you get some saran wrap, or some cellophane, whatever you want to call it. And you'll get a tube, a little pouch right here. It's got some instructions. You can get those instructions online, obviously, but we're gonna make it simple for you. And then they got some of these gloves right here. If you're gonna be like at the cafeteria, distributing food, you can use these, but I'm gonna use my regular lineman gloves. I would recommend that whatever you use when you're doing this is something that you can, like these gloves, or throw away, because this stuff, once it gets on you, if you've used some of the other products out there like the big gap filler or something like that, which you would see, or great stuff at a Home Depot or Lowe's, that stuff, once it gets on you, man, you cannot get it out of your clothes or anything, or your skin. Now note the difference between big gap filler that's an open cell product. This is a closed cell product that we are representing here, and you want closed cell because otherwise that open cell will basically act like a sponge in the environment that you be in. And you don't want that. You want to have it fill up your holes. All right, so here you go. Open this up. Now note, keep it in this little aluminum foil kit. These things have a good life expectancy on them, but you open up, look, here's your instructions again right there of what you do with this. So it's kind of, not gonna say it's idiot proof, because stupid has no limitations, but we'll see what we can do with it. And there's your mixing nozzle. I'll show you how that works in a second. So open this up, and you can see what it says. The first thing is, you got to measure how big is your hole you're going to fill. All right, so come over here and measure it in. I've already measured it. It's 11, and the diameter is 3. I'll come in here and look at a little chart, 4 by 11. You're looking at 2.5 cartridges to fill this hole up that we have right here. Now, obviously, these poles that we are using today have already been taken out of service. Their holes were so big that they had to be taken out of service. Now, note that this product that we're going to use, first off, is I already know what the instructions say. I'm going to go with it. Take this off. You take your standard caulk gun. It's a high density caulking gun. Put it in there, charge it, pull this out, pop out the top. You saved that top. I'm going to throw it off, but I'll show you in a little bit how you would do it. Now, it says in here that you should obviously use a saran wrap, and there's a reason why you're going to want to do that. Take the saran wrap, wrap it around the hole. Now you can see, they say start at 4 inches below the hole. Whatever you're going to do, they say wrap it around 2-3 times. The reality is, you got enough of this saran wrap, do a whole bunch of times. Who cares? Do more is better. What are you going to take this home and use it on your plates? I don't think so. So just going to wrap it up pretty good. And it says leave a little hole at the top so that you can come in and stick your cartridge in there. Now with the mixing cartridge, this nozzle right here, what's important to note on it is it's going to fill all the way in. So you look right here, it mixes it up. It mixes it up just right, in a proper mixture. So by the time it hits that end, look, it's darker there than it's light. It'll mix it in just right. Take it right here, put it in the hole, and just get to filling it up. Now, note on this, when you fill this up, you're gonna think it's like one of these things. Like, look, they chipped us. They didn't give us enough product in here to get it all the way out. And I'll show you what I mean by that. You know how like when you get a bag of Fritos or something and the top half of it is empty, you're like, man, they try to cheap us on it by getting a family size and it's only half full. If you look right here, that is actually where the cartridge stops. That's because just the way this magic mixing stuff goes. All right, so that's one. I'll take another one right here. Same deal, nozzle. Now, it has this end cap on it, so that if you were in a situation where you're like, man, this right here, I didn't need to use the whole thing on this one. You can take that nozzle off right there, put this cap back on it, roll down 3 spans later where the woodpeckers have gotten after it, and pull the cap back off just like we're going to take it off right now, and start again. So you don't have to throw away the tube once you use it, because it is kind of, these products are a little more pricey, certainly, than your big gap fillers or what you get over there at Home Depot. Again, it mixes up just right. So, note, this is a one-hand operation. I'm on the hooks climbed up here. One person doing it. I don't have a person down there mixing up 2 bags, you know, getting it all, you know, mixed up just right. Is it too hot? This right here comes in at 180 degrees, as opposed to our competitor comes in at 300 degrees, so it's not gonna burn you. You know this stuff. If I mixed it, if I started mixing down there, maybe I had to put it on the hood of the car or something like that just to heat it up so I could mix it. That stuff can be problematic, but it does drip on you if you're not careful. And that's, you know, that's where I talked about earlier. You gotta stick there, anything it comes in contact with. That's another one down. Note that this stuff, it says leave a little gap there, but it's gonna fill in. This stuff fills up to about 3 times its volume that it goes into the tube with. So it'll come up to about 3 times the size. All right. This stuff is gaffable as well. It'll come in at the same density as the pole. And that's important to note. You don't want it to be too hard, because if it comes in too hard, what will happen is that will become a new weak point in your pole. Think about it. If there's a giant fishing rod and I put a clamp on it right there, and you caught a big fish, where is it going to break? It ain't going to break at the tip or down there. It's going to be where it's less flexible. And that's the same idea with this this stuff that you squirt in. Now, if you look, I don't know, I'll be able to move out of the way in a second. You should start to see this stuff filling in to the gaps, and it'll fill that hole all the way up. 180 degrees. It is a little bit hot. I'll put another one in there just because I have it. How's the pricing on this stuff? I tell you right now, per volume, I've done this with many of our competitors. We are cheaper than the competitor per volume as we're doing it. And I can give you, we'll send you that pricing information to you if you would like. Now, I'm doing the primary method, which is the woodpecker repair. But there's another alternate version that you can use as well, and that is the pole top version. So if you get in a situation where you have some pole rot or something, you can stop that pole rot. There's products, I've seen a couple of the co-ops have standards that they are actually putting a product on top of the poles when they come in to protect the pole tops. So here's an alternate version of it. Same deal, you crack this thing open, instruction, everything is in it. But what you have is a piece of burlap, or I don't know, it looks like burlap to me, so I'm gonna call it burlap. Same deal with the preparation. Let's see, the rot looks like that right there. And these guys, these were bad rot, so they've been taken out of service. But I don't need to go back to measuring or anything like that. What's going to happen is you take this, fill it in. Now what's going to do is I put a little saran wrap on there because there was cracks all around. I didn't want the stuff gooing out. And you take that burlap and come around the top. I don't know where my device is, but I got a staple gun. You come around here, put the staples all the way around, and leave yourself a little spot that you can sneak in this top. I mean, this little nozzle. Dude, same thing, man. Take this and squirt it in here. So you climbed up to the top of the pole. Dude, you fill in the top. This stuff's gonna fill in a nice little section right there. And now you don't have to come back to it unless you want to. And you sit here and fill it up, and once it's all the way filled up, that's it. You don't need to come back to it unless you want to come back and check on it, but you don't need to do anything like that. All right, and I'm gonna skip. I mean, y'all have seen people fill in stuff with a caulk gun. I don't need to go all the way through this. I would use 2 of these on here, but what I am gonna show you, well, here. Now the question is, come in here. I went and took a chainsaw a little while ago and took the pot. Here's one of those transmission poles. Can you see it? All right. We cut that with a chainsaw. You can see right there. It fills in everywhere in there. It ain't gonna provide greater stability, but it's gonna stop your rot. It also fills in all the way up to the top. So where I'm stopping right here, you can see it starting to fill in there right now. It's gonna fill up that whole cavity, because that woodpecker ain't gonna just drill down, it's gonna drill up as well, and it fills all that cavity as well. I believe that's it. Y'all have any questions for us, holler at us. Hold on, let me get my face back in. Hey, y'all have any questions, holler at us. Let me tell you, I've showed you this on a video. They have a very robust website. And if you like anybody else, before you get on the pole, you're gonna go, hold on, let me look at the video. YouTube that thing, they're gonna show you the same thing right here. That's what I do. All right, man, climb the top of the pole, knock it out. That's USA. Y'all have a good day now. Thank you.